Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the Critical Podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Good, and joining me this week is special guest, my sister, Katie Bronson. Katie,
Hi.
How are you? Hello.
Good.
Katie,
Surprise.
Katie did not know what we were doing.
Surprise.
So I was like, I gotta make a show for the week that I'm gonna be gone, and I thought, who better to do a pre-special trip show with than you?
True that, man.
Because she's coming on a trip with me because we're going out. We're going all around this beautiful nation. It wasn't originally the plan, but things changed. And that's just how we do. We adapt, we overcome. We have a special part of the trip we booked recently that I'm not going to spoil here. But for anybody who has enjoyed our Disney vlogs in the past, get ready for more of that and maybe another place that I've been to before Katie has not been to.
It's new to me.
New to her. So what I thought we'd do is we'll focus on Florida. Because we're going to Florida. Mm-hmm. We're going to Disney World for a couple of days. Thanks to a mysterious benefactor that you will hear about in the vlogs. Because we will thank this person many times during it. Anyway, so
it's not our mom.
Definitely not. Anyway, so, yes, but we're going to talk about the trip and kind of what we're looking forward to and what has changed since we were there last January. At the time of this recording, this is May 2021, and we were talking January 2020. So it's been about a year and a half-ish, almost. Not really. But anyway, so Kater, what are you looking forward to the most in good old Walt Disney World, Florida May, dude?
Florida May. I think that I'm most excited to just get back there, because we haven't been there since January 2020. Mm-hmm. And it's been a while. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what it is during the pandemic.
Sure.
It sounds like we might not have to wear masks outside at certain locations. So that'll be kind of interesting to learn about because the mask mandate was just lifted in certain places recently.
Yes.
So we're going to have to see how that all pans out. But you still have to wear them, I think, when you're in ride lines and if you're in close quarters with other people.
Yeah, like inside and stuff.
Yeah. But the thing that I'm most excited to do that we didn't get to do last time is probably Splash Mountain, because I know that the original is going to go away in short order. Mm-hmm. Also, the People Mover, because people just started going on that again.
It would not be Walt Disney World without the People Mover. I don't know how people, like, I get it, it still would be, but it would not be the same, so.
Right.
Yeah, like People Mover for sure.
So Splash Mountain, People Mover at the end. No, I'm just kidding.
Cool. You know what else was down when we were there last time? Test Track.
Test Track
was down. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I've changed my feelings and thoughts over the years on Test Track. I still really like it. I'm not a huge fan of the overlay right now, but I do want to ride it.
I agree.
Yeah, I miss the old... I was such a 90s kid, though, in early 2000s. I loved that old, like, the kind of weird pre-movie and all that stuff, and now it's all very Tron-like, and it's like... It's okay.
That is very true. Tron-like is a good way to put
it misses the story. It just doesn't have the story that I liked for the first one. But anyway, I'm excited that that'll be open this time because that's one ride that's when I went down with, especially like Joe, who's a huge car guy. I felt bad that we couldn't go on there because I was like, that's like the car guy's like ride.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
I was like, sorry. It's like,
you do?
It's okay. But I also, our friends over at Unlocking the Magic, shout out to them. Great podcast. Go listen to them. They just had a meetup out there, and they were talking about, like, what's the thing you're most excited to go do at Epcot, like, next time you're there, and I sent them Living with the Land. I was like, yes, Living with the Land, baby!
It's so good!
Yeah, man. Daytime rides, nighttime rides.
I'm excited for the Flower and Garden Festival, but I feel like it was, was it almost, no, it was the, what festival was there when we were there last? The art festival.
If it's not Flower and Garden, then it would be like Arts and Crafts. No.
Arts and Crafts Festival.
Food and Wine?
No.
It wasn't Food and Wine?
No.
Festival of the Arts?
Maybe that's what it's called.
There's so many. Epcot constantly has like festivals now because it's really smart business-wise for them to have these booths out that people just go buy food from constantly.
I'm excited about that,
and the cool artists there too.
Yeah. That'll be kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
And
even though we have got some stacked food coming up.
We are. If you haven't noticed in any of the previous podcasts or videos that we've done together, I'm kind of a foodie when it comes to just eating things in general. So I'm excited.
I thought a foodie meant like someone who's kind of like haughty, like didn't like all foods, like it's like specific types of
I
good
like
food.
to consider myself a foodie of all foods.
Fair enough.
Anyways, but I'm excited to go to Shula. We're going to be going there.
Yes, over at the Dolphin?
I think.
Or the Swan.
We're just going to stay at the Swan and Dolphin just to be safe. And we're going to be going to Skipper Canteen, which is brand new to me.
Brand new to me, too.
Oh, Jimmy, you haven't been there?
I've never been there, no.
Oh, so I don't know.
Oh, sorry, no.
On your own, maybe?
No, well, I could say. I haven't been to Walt Disney World on my own yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I've only been to Disneyland on my own.
I was going to say, I feel like you had been. But
I've got that feel about me, right? Like, you're like, that guy's been going out by himself for ages. He's a loner. And I'm like, that's right. Single rider for life. I'm just kidding, ladies. Anyway, I haven't been there. I'm excited to go there because I love Jungle Cruise stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And they make puns when they're seating you and doing all this stuff. There's a lot of jokes. So I hope they sit us in the Society of Explorers and Adventurers room.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think we get to choose right now. So I will just humbly ask. I'll be like, hey, is there a chance we can go behind the bookshelf?
Yeah.
Wink, wink. And they'll be like, what? And then where else do we have? We've got a reservation at Le Cellier.
Le Cellier.
One of my favorites.
The classic.
Do you think we'd like it nearly as much? Obviously, it's in the namesake, but if it wasn't in a cellar? Like, for me, I don't think I would.
Probably not, just because, like, the ambiance when you go in there is mint.
Mint, yeah.
It is.
If it was, like, Le Tower, I'd be like, like, it's cool, but the cellar, dude.
The cellar.
And I want to see Canada far and wide while we're over there.
Okay.
I've heard it's not as funny as the one with Martin Short.
I was going to say,
because this is the Schitt's Creek people.
Okay.
Yeah, Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen that show?
I haven't seen it.
I've heard it's great. I'm sorry, I've not seen it either.
I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Love it.
Well, that show is hilarious.
Oh, sorry, you've seen the show, but you haven't seen the new.
Mm-mm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't want to watch the show and then think about that when I was watching the Canada thing. So, where else do we have? And we also have a reservation for Yak and Yeti,
which we have not decided for sure.
I would like to, but there's also like Satuli Canteen, which we missed out on last time.
Yeah.
And I just want a cheeseburger pod, and then Katie keeps looking at Tiffin's, or not Tiffin's, but the Nomad Lounge.
Nomad Lounge, yeah, for sure. But I think that we probably will go to Yak and Yeti because it is totally in Jimmy's wheelhouse of food choices.
Yep.
In general. There's like Korean barbecue and
a mango pie. I wonder what the mango pie is.
Things.
You know, that sounds delicious to me personally.
I think we'll just have to do both and just like be full and get a cheeseburger pod and be happy.
And then die on the plane.
Yeah, feel like garbage on the way home. But either way.
I have this like want, and I don't think we're going to be able to hit up a lot of attractions while we're there, because what we're basically doing is we're going for a shorter period of time than we normally would. So Animal Kingdom is kind of like our last day, and we kind of added it on, and we're not going to be there the full time. I just really want to do like dinosaur. Like the Avatar stuff is great if we can do maybe like Flight of Passage.
I'm cool skipping. Let's just do dinosaur. Just
no, but like
over and over and
but
over
like
again.
Wouldn't you miss like seeing like maybe the Maiwa? You know what I mean? The Shamanist songs.
Maybe. Navi River Journey will go on that instead of the Avatar.
Well, I thought you wanted to do Flight of Passage once.
Flight of Passage. I was going to say Avatar Airbender.
Dude, yeah, Avatar Airbender. Coming soon to Animal Kingdom.
I think if we had time, we'd do it, but I would not personally want to wait in line for a long time.
I think we should just quietly make a priority list for Animal Kingdom, and then we should just put them next to each other, and then whichever ones are like the top three, be like, all right, these ones, and then see which ones overlap.
Yeah.
But, yes, I'm also excited just to get back to, like, Space Mountain. Pirates. I know it's not Disneyland Pirates, because originally the plan was we were going to go to Disneyland.
Yes.
And I was going to take Katie to the original Pirates, which you've been on in the past, many years ago. But, man, Disneyland is a lot of fun. But it's only for California residents right now, as of the time of this recording. But I'm also excited about the mask mandate lifting a bit, because I was, like, wearing my mask out in public. And I was thinking, like, if I had to do this for, like 8 hours in the hot Florida sun.
Yeah, watching
washcloth.
vloggers do that has been...
Power to you.
Yeah, good for you guys, and thanks for keeping people safe. It's just like, oh my gosh.
That'd be intense.
Can't even imagine like being so sweaty and gross. And
yeah.
But either way, we'll see how it goes, and we'll just play it by ear.
Sure. Magic Kingdom Mountain. Which one, if you had to choose one right now?
Thunder Mountain.
Thunder. Whoa. Katie just... Which is funny, because I don't know if that was on your top 5. Was it on your top 5 list?
It wasn't originally, but we were talking about this
changed.
recently. It's changed
It
a
shifted.
little bit.
Wait till you see the one in Disneyland. I mean, it's pretty much the same. They flipped it. There's a few more effects.
Okay.
And it's in a different canyon.
I have seen it
or a different style.
Like POV video,
yeah,
but not like on the ride for a long time.
That's good.
So.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, yeah, Hollywood Studios. We're going to try to go for Rise of the Resistance one day, I think. Yeah. And if we're there, we get 2 chances because they do their queue at 1, but park hopping starts at 2.
Could you park hop back there then if you wanted to go to a different park to wait for your next boarding group to come up? Like, let's say you get it at 1, but you're not until like, I don't know, 180 or something.
Yes, I think you can do that. Yeah, I think you can leave and then come back.
Okay.
Yeah, just like it was in the olden days. And I think now from the videos we've seen, people are able to park hop to multiple parks. I don't know if that was like a thing you can only go to 1, but now it's like after 2, you can just hit all of them if you want to.
And I think we were most excited about the extension of the hours.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, because like originally, what were the hours? They were like 6 and 7. 6 and 7 on the weekends in May, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I was like, I get that there's like reduced. It was like reduced park capacity and like budgetary stuff and stuff, and I was like, but not being in the parks at night is like devastating because it's like the best time to be in the parks.
It truly is.
So much better.
It is.
What else are you looking forward to?
I think. I told you before, I'd really like to kind of hang out at Galaxy's Edge a little bit more because we did do some of that. I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan on the planet,
sure,
but I think that I like being immersed in areas, and I think that that's probably the most immersive area in Disney World other than Pandora, probably.
Yeah.
Just because you're like fully in it. It would be way more... It is immersive because they have... the characters walking around and stuff too. Sure. So that's really neat. So I'd like to spend some time there.
Yeah. Okay.
Not necessarily, like partaking in the canteen or anything, but,
Oh yeah, no cantina maybe?
It probably will be packed.
I don't know if I tried to do this in Disneyland. I think I was thinking about it because when I went there and I was there in Galaxy's Edge at night and it was on a Sunday night and it was open till 12, I think it was shut down by them, but I was walking through Galaxy's Edge and it felt very much like Star Wars, and I was like, what if I popped into the cantina without a reservation? It would feel very much like it was Star Wars. Like I flew into town and like I was here, and it wasn't like you have to get a reservation to come into this place. It's just like a place that anyone would go to. So yeah. But I also tried to sweet talk my way onto Rise of the Resistance, and it wasn't happening. So I tried. But yes, that would be cool. It's way better at night. Again, I think they develop all that stuff for night because in the blinding sun, it's not fun. As much fun.
No, it's hot.
Yeah.
We can kind of stay out of Toy Story Land if things are available, great. But I'm just like, you know what? If I need to skip it to go on Tower of Terror and
yeah,
I don't know.
Rockin',
thank you. I was like brain farting for a second.
You went on Slinky Dog, right?
Yeah, that was so intense.
Yeah, I've heard it's way better at night.
Yes. I wouldn't mind going on it at night.
I do it at night. I don't know if I'd do it again during the day.
But the only time we're going to be over at Hollywood Studios, I think it closes at 7.
Yeah.
So it's not really probably going to be dark when we go there, because then we have our reservation for Shula, I think, at 7:30 or something.
Yeah, take the boat.
Yeah.
Or walk. Take the boat or walk. Yeah, Toy Story is fine. I know some people really love it. I honestly had way more fun, and I'm a crazy person, but I like Alien Swirling Saucers. I just like the LGMs.
I do too. I would go on that. That would be my first choice.
Yeah, weirdly. Do you not like Midway Mania?
I like it. I just don't like waiting forever in line.
I don't like breaking my wrists to do it.
Yeah, that too.
I'm not a huge... Well, that's just me. Maybe I'm just horrible at it. I'm more a Buzz Lightyear guy. And then everybody's like, oh, you should like Astro Blaster more in California because it's like they're not attached to the actual vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
I think it takes more skill to get a higher score with the gun that's attached to the vehicle, and you're like, I gotta turn the thing. Like you have to use the actual turning mechanism.
I know.
Just thoughts.
Just thoughts.
We're also staying in a few really nice places that I'm excited to make videos for. And for people on the channel, basically what I'm going to do is we're going to do like vlogs in the actual parks, separate from vlogs at restaurants and like hotel vlogs. So there's going to be a lot of like Disney stuff coming to the channel. Mm-hmm. And that might just be some of the future of the channel to some degree. It has been for a while, but I just want to let you guys know. So if you're like listening to this right now and you're like, why doesn't he review more games and stuff? I've got like a 25-minute Pokemon Snap review coming up, so don't worry about it.
It's going to be great.
I hope people like it. But, or I should say new Pokemon Snap. But, yeah, I just kind of want to start doing this because it's a lot of fun for me, and it's pretty easy going. Like, it's fun. Everybody's got opinions about Disney stuff. And if you've never been before, hopefully it gives you a little insight onto what the experience is, and we can talk about cost and maybe a few, like, little tips that we have. But there are so many people give out tips all the time.
Yeah.
I would just say if you're going to go, talk to someone who's been before or find someone you can trust and just focus on making memories, man. Yeah. Make those sweet memories. That's the biggest deal. The best memories are going to come when you're not on a ride or at the coolest restaurant. It's going to be like in the line and somebody says something funny and somebody else like a few line or like things over like it's like, yeah, that's funny. Like it'll be something like that, or a cast member will do something really cool. You know?
Yeah, Jeremy. I still remember Jeremy from our last
Jeremy! Dude, shout out to Jeremy. Sure he's listening.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Used to do the Living with the Land spiel.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
He was the cast member that kind of helped us on the way to Smuggler's Run because they blocked it off so that people can't run ahead.
Yes. They like have to walk us because we're adults, but we're children, you know? So like, if you go back and watch, I think it's day 2 vlog of 2020. You can like when Katie has a lightsaber and stuff. I think we took a picture with Jeremy.
Yeah.
Super great guy. Good. All the cast members are pretty amazing. I love them. One thing that does make me sad though is that Epcot will not really have a bunch of people from different countries.
Yeah,
which
that'll
is
be interesting.
Like, oh, it hurts me because like that's one of the coolest things over there, and we know like Sven, we talk about a lot here on the channel, but there's just like so many cool opportunities to meet people you never would ever meet.
Agreed.
Like Ayumi, who was our server back at Takumite last time from Japan, like she's not going to be there. Takumite is not even open, which is like
devastating.
I told people, I'm like, every time I go back to like Walt Disney World, I'm always coming here. And it's like, well, you can't this time. I'm like, okay. All right.
Yeah, that was probably one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my life, really.
It was incredible. And I was watching another channel, Super Enthused, Jackie.
Great, she's awesome.
Please check out Jackie. She was actually talking about, she did a full kind of recap of the Japan Pavilion. And she talked about Takumite, and she was saying that, like, you had to have a certain number of people, and you had to do, like, the multiple course meal. And I was like, hey, Jackie, like, just so you know, you don't have to do that. You can go and do, like, just what you did. You just got sushi. I just got Wagyu beef. We didn't do, like, the 4-hour, 3-hour experience with 6 or 8 people or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's an option, but you don't have to do any of that stuff. That's just bonus material.
I would imagine. What if they came back and that was the only thing they offered? They're like, we're only doing it if everybody, like, you know, like pandemic time.
I'd still do it.
It's like I'm
do
in
tea time.
I'm
Wagyu beef. Well, you can't lose, really.
One thing that does bum me out is that I think they purposely pushed the opening date of Ratatouille until the actual anniversary for Walt Disney World, the 50th, which is coming up, which is really unfortunate because it's like funny because it's not in Magic Kingdom, it's like at Epcot, and so it's like I think it's functional right now, but they're like we gotta have something that day, so like they're like
something to open up and be excited about,
so I really want to go there, but the first time I go I want it to be at night. I don't want to just walk back in with a fast pass, just be ready to go. I don't want to do the whole like can I get in, I want it to be.
I totally agree. I think that's one thing I miss most about Disney is being kids, and maybe it had that mystique to it as children where you felt like you were just walking on rides all the time and there wasn't really a wait.
I swear we did though.
I think because there was back then they used to do like the cool we're open until 3 a.m. at the Magic Kingdom and then there would be like nobody there, and plus you had to be on at a resort to go, I think, or you had to have a pass or you had to pay extra money or something. I don't know what it was, but either way that was some of the coolest stuff.
I don't know if it's me, and I may be wrong about this, but I could almost swear that there was never a line for Haunted Mansion. And it has changed so drastically over the years. Like, people are crazy. Like,
they're crazy about it.
If you ask anyone who's ever been to Disney World, like, even once, I try not to scoff at it because, like, everybody, you can love Haunted Mansion. If you love Haunted Mansion, good. It's a great ride.
It is.
But there are so many people who are like, it's my favorite ride. Everyone's like, they're like, my favorite would probably have to be Haunted Mansion. And every time I'm like, don't say anything. Like, I want someone to come to me and be like, Astro Orbiter is my favorite Disney attraction.
Terrifying.
Like, just some crazy offshoot. Or if someone says People Mover is their favorite attraction, hello, buddy. We're buds, you know what I mean?
I would say.
Like, thank you.
That'd be okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my gosh. But again, if you love Haunted Mansion, we'll probably do it once or twice.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's Haunted Mansion.
But I don't want to wait, like, an hour for a ride like that.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how the social distancing lines will change because right now they're still trying to keep people separate, so the lines look super long, but they're not always super long. Like, for instance, like Peter Pan's Flight is also really tricky now because they have that new queue. I always want to go on that ride just to see the queue line, which has been around for, like, a couple years. I just have never seen it.
No.
I'm like, okay.
Well, and it'll be interesting, too, because when we'll be down there, we can't use fast passes, so there isn't really anything.
It's like the olden days.
We just got to be prepped and ready to go.
What did we do before the My Disney Experience app and Fast Passes? I guess you just were like, I want to go on Space Mountain. And you'd walk over there and you'd see the sign and it'd be like, 65 minutes. You're like, I guess I'll do another thing. Like,
yeah.
You know, like you just...
Well, we used to use the board.
Oh, the board. Oh, but my gosh.
I think...
Explain to viewers what the board is. People don't know what the board is.
They had that... Where did they have... Did they just have one in the Magic Kingdom?
They had, like, one at each park. And I think they still do.
But, like, you would have to go in and check at the board to see what the wait times were. And then you'd have to walk all the way. Unless, I mean, they would have the wait time at the actual attraction. But you would have to walk all the way back there or find it at the board. And so we used the board a lot.
Yep. Yeah.
And and then we'd plan based on that. Okay, so 25 minutes at Pirates. Okay, fine, I'll wait there. And then we'll walk over to Haunted Mansion because it's in the same vicinity. But
now every attraction seems to have like a wait time above it. Yeah. But there have been theories and people have confirmed some of these things that like Disney will say 40 minutes and actually it's like 25. Mm-hmm. But then you get the feeling of like, wow, that was a lot faster. Or alternatively, conversely, they'll be like, it's an hour, but it's actually like an hour and a half. So you're like, oh, this is a really popular attraction. I'm still going to get on it.
Yes.
But they use that tactic, I think, more so at the end of the night. Because what happens, Disney is like the only place that does this, is that like if you got in line and they close at 9, you get in line at 8:59 and it's a 2-hour wait, you're still in. You're good to go. Like Universal's like, they're shutting lights off.
Yeah, they're like, get out of here.
Like, we got to go home. And Disney's like, well, they got in line. You know, they paid to be here. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm curious to see how those lines will be for us down there. Because we're going on a weekend.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, but we'll be there on Monday too, so I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We were down there last time, and part of it was on a weekend, so.
I'm a big proponent of going on a Sunday night and being there until Monday because not only I think is travel a little bit better on a Monday if you can swing it, but then Sunday night it feels like usually a bit quieter in these types of places, especially when I was at Disneyland. Don't tell anybody. But I was like walking around just like it was like a smorgasbord. I could do anything I wanted. Besides Rise of the Resistance. They had like 4 people out there. But I was like, I was just walking on rides. Like Indiana Jones. Yeah. You're like, I'm walking in the temple.
Oh, you know I love Indiana Jones.
It's great. I like the ride a lot. I think the queue is the biggest selling point, weirdly, of that ride. For me.
For some reason, when you said that, my mind just segued. Neither one of us have mentioned Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and we're going to be going on that for the first time. Jimmy hasn't even allowed himself to watch videos. Like, I've watched POV videos of it,
I've seen
and I'm
few
excited.
animatronics, but besides that, nothing.
But I'm like, can't believe we didn't even talk about that.
I'm sorry.
That's going to be so exciting.
That's a brand new ride. It's going to be nice. I lament and miss and feel bad about the great movie ride.
Yeah.
But I feel like Hollywood Studios is like 5 years away from a name change. So I get it. But it does make me sad because some of those things, they're like remnants of like what Hollywood Studios used to be, or MGM. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm excited to try this one out because it's such a weird, I'm like, oh, you know, Mickey finally got a ride, but it's not the Mickey we know. It's like the new cartoon slapsticky Mickey. So
I love that.
I love those things. The only, like, the weirdest thing is Goofy.
Goofy is, I think he's hilarious.
They made him, like, really...
I don't know what it is.
Dirty or weird?
It's
But he's really funny. He has a lot of great jokes. So I'm excited to see it because I'm sure I'll laugh out loud on this ride, and I don't usually for most rides. But yeah, I'm excited to try that out because it's right smack dab.
It's right in the middle.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know.
Are we going to do One Man's Dream? We didn't do it last time, and I felt bad. I should have dragged Joe and Haley in there and been like, learn history.
I would say we should. Makes me cry every time, though. So
I feel like that and Carousel of Progress. It's like, you don't have to do them every time, but you should. As like a little like, Walt, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Do you think Walt would be angry that the Carousel of Progress is still there? He'd be like, why do you still have this here? He'd feel like, technology has changed.
I don't know. I think it's cool to see how they started out to a point.
Oh, yeah. No, I love it. I wonder about that sometimes with some attractions. Like, everybody will be like, what would Walt think about this? I'm like, what would you think about Epcot? You bring him over there and he'd be like, is this my city? And I'd be like, not exactly.
Not really.
I'd be like, have you ever heard of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Which will not be open when we're there.
I know.
I don't think Space 220 will be open either, which is that new restaurant over by Mission Space, which has a very, like... Have you seen that entrance?
No.
It's, like, tucked away. It's, like, part of the Mission Space, like, kind of area. It looked small. I don't know if they're going to make that bigger, but it looks like...
I kind of want to go on Mission Space.
Which one? Orange or green?
Orange.
You're insane. You say that now? No, I won't let you. I won't let you. It'll ruin your day.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
I'll just breathe deep and go into Zen mode.
No, okay.
I never really got sick on that ride.
You say that now. You're going to come off and be like, oh, mama, what does that feel like? No, not Mission Space. I'll just wave. I'll sit outside and just enjoy. I'll just like,
Yeah, but the reason I want to go on it now is because of the pandemic. You're not with other people. Like, you are with your crew, and that's it. I think that's the same with probably Smugglers, unless do they have...
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
There's just not enough space for them to socially distance people in there, so now you're going to, like, go on that with your family or by yourself. So if you don't want to go, I'll just go by myself.
Oh God. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the days are like.
Okay.
Because we might be. That's Sunday, and that's a big day.
Yep.
And there's a lot of eating before and after that.
You go right in the morning.
Oh, I can't go right in the morning. I have to go
at 10 o'clock.
No, it'd be like 11:30.
No.
Because we have got a brunch thing. Remember?
No. It is a busy day. I forgot.
It's a very busy day.
Mission Space.
I don't think you're missing out, though. I think Mission Space could be so much cooler.
I think it could. I mean, it could be.
I'm sorry. There's some Mission Space fans out there. I
don't know.
I just have almost no interest in it anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I did it once a long time ago.
We'll see.
I like the feeling of blasting off. Maybe I'm Team Green. I don't know. Green around the gills. That's what I'd be. If I'm Team Orange, I'm still Team Green. You know what I'm saying?
Green around the gills.
All I'm thinking is like I can hear Test Track in the distance. I'm like, I just rather go with Test Track.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
If there's time.
If there's time. Maybe they'll let us go on Guardians of the Galaxy, which is definitely not finished. Wouldn't it be great if they were just like, you're walking by the, like in the France Pavilion and cast member comes up and like, yo, so like you want to ride Ratatouille? Like,
well, they did that with Soarin', so it's not out of the question.
Oh, sure, like soft opening stuff.
They did soft openings for people, and they would just kind of pull people randomly. So, and we were some of those people back in the day.
California? Way back in the day in California? Yeah. Good stuff. We loved, Soarin' was so crazy. I still love that ride.
Yeah, I would definitely go on that over Mission Space.
I just want over California again. I'm like a classics guy. I ruin everything for people. They're like, you should do new things, and I'm like, I just like that old thing.
Yeah,
but I get it.
Smells and the
that
scenery.
Leaning Tower, Eiffel Tower, baby. A+. I love it. I'm like, whoa.
It is very.
Taj Mahal. They did not fly over Taj Mahal.
No, it's
which I understand. Yeah, because that would be like, would you imagine Disney? They're like, we just want to fly over this thing. They'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Usually a buzz by it real quick. Don't worry about it. Won't ruin it for any tourists or anything like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that pretty much covers everything. Is there anything else you can think of?
Well, where we're staying.
I know. I don't know.
Talk about that,
should we tell them?
I don't know.
It's your call. It could be a surprise, or we can tell them now.
Well, I'm going to be kind of surprised because one of the places we haven't been to since we were children, well, I have not been to since I've been a child.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what the rooms look like. I haven't seen kind of a walkthrough. And the other one I have never stayed at.
Yeah. Last time I was at the place you're talking about, I was wheeling our grandma on a wheelchair through the torch-lit walkways. I'll never forget it. I was like, here we go, Grandma.
I'm so excited.
Okay, we're staying at Disney's Polynesian Resort Village and Bungalows. We're not staying in a bungalow. And then
I wish.
we're also staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yes.
So this is just kind of how it shook out. And we're very lucky, very grateful. And thankfully, I'm hoping the room requests get put in because I just asked for top floor. I'm sorry, there'll be some walking. But with Animal Kingdom Lodge, I don't think we have a Savannah view. I don't think so, which is all right. But we do have a lake view at the Polynesian.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. And right now, I don't think Polynesian's open to other people besides Disney Vacation Club members. Our family had Vacation Club points, and that's basically what we're getting at, is that they were going to expire very soon if we did not use them. So we were like, okay, we will use them. So that's what we're doing. So we will give you full room tours and stuff so you can see that when it comes up. But if you guys are watching this will be out. We'll still be down there, probably, just coming back. But yeah, if you guys, you'll see us on like Twitter and Instagram, which are both at Go Critical, and you can go check us out over there, and maybe even TikTok, which is funny because we tried to set up one for Critical Reviews and we couldn't get the name, but then I found out I have the name for Critical Reviews on there. So at Go Critical on TikTok.
It's at Go Critical.
We'll see. Katie's kind of the person who likes multimedia stuff, so I don't know. I just try to do the podcast and the videos sometimes.
Yes.
We get like 5 people listening. You know what I mean? It feels good. Like, and the few people who did listen for all the movies and game stuff are going to be like, why is he talking about theme parks? It's all the same. It's all entertainment, baby. Escapism. Disney's just the best version of it because it's like you step into a video game. You're like, like.
I know.
Yeah, think of like the creepiest video game, and then it's just like you're floating around a house. And
yeah, I was going to say I am kind of bummed we didn't do The Void when we had the chance. Now that you're talking about being immersed.
The Void was really cool. Yeah.
I didn't get to do that, so I'd like to do something similar to that at some point.
It was cool. They'll probably bring something like that back. Or I could see Disney doing it one day. It's just expensive and hard to do and get through a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So... yeah, so we're doing a bunch of different stuff. So I hope you guys are looking forward to those videos coming up. But again, like I said, there'll still be streams on Twitch and video game and movie-related content when I come back. But yeah, we're kind of they'll do a pre-trip. Maybe Katie will be on for the post-trip. If not, it'll be me for an hour just screaming about all the things that happened, which is totally fine. So
we'll probably do one remote, maybe. We'll see.
Okay, how are we going to do that? I'm just thinking logistically. I'm like,
no, I meant like me at home, you at your...
Oh, I see. Remotely. Yep, because you got that tech. Yeah, she's got it. Yeah, anyway, anything else that we need to talk about today?
Not right now.
Look at this. We got the half-hour mark. We did it. We did over that. That's again, I listened to Unlocking the Magic of Bruce and Connie, and Bruce will be like, we hit a half hour. We're good. Like, he's always like, he wants to just wrap the show. I love them, by the way. They've been on this show twice, so go check them out, please. They're so great. They were just down there. They stayed at the Polynesian for a long time. For a longer time. I was like, oh. And they stayed over at Fort Wilderness in the cabins.
Really?
Yeah, we stayed at the cabins once. It was cool. Probably way cooler when you're an adult.
So cool.
Yeah, I want to go stay at the Wilderness Lodge. It's just not... if it had a loop for the monorail track, which wouldn't make a lot of sense, but it'd be cool.
It would be cool.
I wish. Anyway, anything else?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, we're kind of skipping the last 2 segments of the show, Time Killers and Community Feedback and Questions, but please send in questions and your own Time Killers and everything that you've been doing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here today. If you want to support us, just leave a comment. That'd be great. We have a bunch of links of other ways to do so, but seriously, just just tell us what you thought of the show and share it around if you want. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Do it up, and then follow us when we're doing our Disney vlogs. We'll be posting all of that, and the other secret vlog that we're not going to talk about right now, but we will be vlogging something else that is a secret currently. Very special, but it has to do with theme parks. We'll give you that much, so it's not like you're like, where are they going? You know what I mean? It's a theme park. It's a theme park. Yes, but hopefully you guys will look forward to that. It'll take me a while to edit them, but I will work through them diligently. Yes. Yes. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, Katie, for being on today. Yes, thanks for having me. I didn't even know what we're doing. And I didn't. It was a surprise. So, hello. Hopefully see it in your face when I said it in the podcast. You're like, whoa. You're like, I can't believe he's still making these. He is. I am. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much. And until next time, just remember to adapt and overcome. Bye-bye.